All right, check one, check one. Ignore this. I'll get to it. But anyways, I wanted to talk about two-factor authentication today, and I'm just going to get into it. So we lock our doors at night, right? Most of us have a deadbolt and a doorknob lock because one lock just doesn't feel like enough. But when it comes to our online accounts, most people are walking around with just the doorknob. Today, I wanted to talk to you about two-factor authentication, what it is, why it matters, and how to actually set it up without losing your mind. What is 2FA? So two-factor authentication is essentially having a deadbolt on your door in addition to the lock on the knob. Your password is the doorknob. It keeps most people out, but two-factor authentication is the deadbolt. The quality of your two-factor authentication matters. Not all deadbolts are created equal. So here's some options. Weakest to strongest. So there are a few different forms of two-factor authentication, and I want to walk you through them because the one you choose makes a real difference. The most common one you'll run into is SMS, meaning they just text you a code. It's the most widely supported, it's easy to set up, and honestly, it's the worst one you can use. We'll get to that in a second. Then you've got Authenticator apps, Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, and others. These are meaningfully better than SMS and honestly a solid choice for most people. And then at the top of the food chain, you've got hardware tokens. A physical device like a YubiKey that you can plug in or tap. That's what I use personally, and I've had it for like 5+ years now, and it's been one of the best investments I've made. So why is SMS so bad? 2 words. SIM swapping. There's a great podcast called Darknet Diaries hosted by Jack Rhysider. Highly recommend it if you're into cybersecurity, and he's done multiple episodes on SIM swapping that are genuinely eye-opening. But here's how it works. Your phone number is tied to a physical SIM card, but with enough information and the right corrupt employee at a cell carrier, a bad actor can convince that carrier to transfer your phone number to their SIM card. Depending on the carrier, it can cost anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 to pull off. Once they have your number, they have your deadbolt key. Because most password reset systems will just text a code to your phone number assuming only you have access to it. So now they can, reset your email, your bank, your crypto, anything that uses SMS as a backup. And honestly, a lot of cybercrime is that simple. Things happen fast, people react, and that's where bad things happen. So moral of the story, don't use SMS for anything financial or sensitive. So Authenticator apps are a big step up. It's 2026 and there are so many options. Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, one built into your password manager if you use one. Honestly, if this is your first time hearing about any of this, just download the first one you see. Download the first Authenticator app you see and try it. If it works for you, great. If not, move on. You'll figure out what you like by using it. Now, I'll be real with you. I've used a lot of this technology, and I've still managed to lock myself out of my own accounts because my Authenticator app wasn't backed up when I reset my phone. So that's the double-edged sword. It's secure, but if you're not careful, it will lock you out just as effectively as it locks everyone else out. So if you go the Authenticator app route, back it up. And then there's hardware tokens. I use YubiKey, and it's honestly one of the best investments I've made in a long time. I'm not sponsored. I just genuinely like the product that works as intended for years without drama. The setup is easier than you'd think. You go into the security settings of whatever account you're protecting, find the two-factor authentication option, and if it's a reputable site, they'll have a hardware token option under the 2FA. You plug in the YubiKey, tap it, enter your PIN, tap it again, and then you're done. The screen walks you through all those things. Then every time you log in after that, username, password, plug in the key, tap, PIN, tap, you're in. It becomes muscle memory pretty fast. A couple of things to know before you buy one. I have one of the smaller models, and it works great, but I'm not going to lie. Pulling it out of the laptop sometimes feels like I'm going to snap it off. So if that's going to stress you out, get a slightly larger form factor. And also, I've had a little bit better compatibility with my Mac than my Windows machines. But compatibility, I'm sure, has gotten a lot better as the years have went. I'm talking from like 6 years ago. I've been using this thing. But so look, I know this is a lot, and I know the feeling of hearing all of this and just shutting down because it's overwhelming. I've been there. Now, here's what I'd tell you. Just make it a habit. You don't have to overhaul everything today. Next time you set up a new account, a bank account, a school login, anything with your personal financial information, just take 2 extra minutes and set up two-factor authentication with an Authenticator app and do it as you go. Don't beat yourself up if you get once or twice. You'll get there when you get there. The goal is not perfection. The goal is just having a better deadbolt than you had yesterday. And that's it. If you found this useful, share it with somebody who needs it, which is honestly most people. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments, wherever that is, probably there. I'm happy to go deeper on any of this, and we'll see you in the next one.